Fridays are for football. This is First Down Friday Night, sponsored by Whataburger, your community health mart pharmacy, and Regenesis. Now your hosts, Mo Carter, Nick Kuzma, and Simon Williams.
Man, oh man, football season is back and everyone is so happy, including Nick Kuzma. Look at that smile.
Look, I mean, how could you not be happy, Mel? Come on.
Man, I'm excited because I know for sure we know what our schedule is for like the next 4 months on Friday night.
High school football on Friday, college football on Saturday, Sports Extra on Sunday.
There you go, man. I'm Mo Carter. He's Nick Kuzma. For the next 30 minutes, we'll hook you up with your first highlights of the high school football season.
Yeah, across Alabama, this is the first week of action, but it's called Week 0. Here at Fox 54, we're calling it Kickoff Week. So let's get started. We start what on paper was supposed to be an awesome game between two premier small programs in North Alabama, Mars Hill and Madison Academy. Madison Academy got the ball to start. Looks like a promising drive, but look at that. Hudson Higgins with the knockout tackle. So the Mustangs are going to have to punt. So what does Mars Hill do on their first possession? Check this out. Jackson Penn gets the handoff, cuts up the middle. No one's going to touch him. He goes all the way for 6, and the Panthers take a 7-0 lead after a successful extra point. That was the score at the end of the first quarter. Madison Academy can't seem to get anything going early, and all of a sudden Mars Hill is threatening again, punches it up the middle, is the quarterback William Mann. Touchdown Panthers. Mars Hill led 13-7 at the half. And remember when I was stressing how this was supposed to be a good game? Well, how about this for a Week 0 statement? Mars Hill blows out Madison Academy 34-7 as we take a look at your final score. Really can't believe I'm saying that out loud. 34-7, Mars Hill's victorious. The Panthers will try and keep the good times rolling versus Russellville next week. The Mustangs will try and right the ship versus Randolph. Just about 10 minutes away at Madison City Stadium now, James Clemens hosted Gardendale. We enter the game late in the second quarter. Gardendale is driving, but they stall in the red zone as Jaden Young breaks up the play on 3rd down. The Rockets will have to play it conservative and send out the field goal unit as Ryan McPherson steps into it, boots the ball perfectly through the uprights. That makes it a 4-point game. The Jets run 2 plays, but nothing comes of the drive. The quarter ends. James Clemens leads Gardendale 14-10 at the end of the first half. Let's go to the third quarter now. The Jets facing 3rd and long. Jacoby Gill airs it out to Anthony Gideon Jr., and JC picks up the yards it needs to move the chains. The Jets get all the way to the goal line, but the Rockets stand tough. So here comes another field goal try. Anthony Ortiz's kick is good. That gave the Jets a 17-10 lead. Great day to be a kicker if you're out there in Madison. James Clemens goes on to win by the final of 17-10. Next week, it's going to be Gardendale versus Pinson Valley. James Clemens, they're going to have to enjoy this one, though. Plenty of time to do it. They have a bye.
Austin and Hartselle, well, they've been playing each other since the 1960s. Tonight, the two Morgan County rivals opened up the season with the Black Bears making the 14-mile trip. Let's take you down there. The Tigers, they're led by their new head coach, and that is Bert Newton. And everyone was fired up for this one. And check this out here. The punter, he's got to scramble, but eventually he does, and will move forward. Jason Davis drops back, finds Jackson Porter for the deep touchdown. Black Bears on top 7-0. Hartselle answers right back. They drive down the field. Jaheim Pruitt fights his way into the end zone, and that's a touchdown. The score is now tied at 7 apiece. Later on, here comes Hartselle. They get another touchdown thanks to Mr. Pruitt as he walks into the end zone right here. Hartselle led by 7 at the half, but these two rivals, they always play classic games. Let's give you an update from down Highway 31 right now. It is tied in overtime. 21 for Hartselle, 21 for Austin. So guess what? We'll give you an update coming up later on in the show. Let's come back closer to home at Joe Davis Stadium. Mae Jemison hosting Athens. Lots of defense in this one. Nick, Mae Jemison moving the ball. Jaden Burrows throws it up to Jahaziah. And he comes down with a great grab inside the 10-yard line. But the next play seems to be pretty good. Check this out. Tavarian Moore. Langford gets the handoff around the corner. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. But wait, Nick.
No.
Flag on the play. Holding negates the touchdown, so they're going to march it back. Jags now 4th and goal. Jaden Burrows is sacked by Ben Siebert and that Athens interior front, and the Eagles will take over. Remember I talked about defense, Nick? Well, Eagles put together a good drive. Brogan Groves throws a swing pass to Aiden Lovell, but he is stripped by Michael Crum Jr., and Crum Jr. will come up with a recovery as well. It was scoreless at the half. Let's check out your final from the Joe. Athens goes on to win by a final of 21-6. Next week, May Jemison will take on Huntsville, while Athens will play host to Buckhorn. All right, so let's keep it moving. Nick, this one's for you, Grissom and Lee.
All right, Grissom and Lee. Grissom's ball early in this one as they're going to run it, and they're going to get the first down play. Grissom and Lee, both two teams that are really just trying to build, trying to hopefully potentially make a playoff spot this year after multiple years of disappointment. Let's drop back now. Seth Liebert, the quarterback, throws the ball away on 4th down. The ball is going to go over to Lee. Now, we're going to continue going here as Lee's Patrick Bailey throws the ball long to LaDre Battle for the successful catch and the first down as well. The Generals are in business, and this time they're going to go with the run game on the next play. Patrick Bailey is going to score the touchdown. That makes it 6-0 in favor of the Generals. Let's take a look at your final score when everything was said and done. Grissom, though we might not have thought of it since we saw a 6-0 play, Grissom wins 41-6.
Absolutely. Let's take you over to Garth Avenue. Randolph hosting West Morgan. West Morgan ran away with this one last year, and today they were up 14-0 when our cameras got there. William Mitchell, look, he's going to pull his own version of Johnny Manziel. He's going to run to the right, then he's going to run to the left. Throws one to the back of the end zone, and it's almost intercepted by Makari Johnson. I know he wished he could have had that one. 4th and goal. Mitchell calls his own number, and he is stuffed by Jackson Weber and Jackson Weber and company. Rebels take over, still 14-0 at the half. Let's check out your final from Randolph, as it was all West Morgan. They go out to win by a final of 31-0. West Morgan Brooks next week. Madison Academy in Randolph next week as well. Of course, the Fox 54 sports team is on social media. Follow yours truly at Mo Carter Fox 54. Follow Nick at Nick P. Kuzma. And of course, Simon Williams, he'll be back next week. Simon H. Williams. Shoot us a tweet. We may read it out later on the air. We got like 25 more minutes to do so.
Awesome. Well, we had several games on Thursday evening, Mo, and when we return, highlights from places like Madison and Apple. That's coming up next.
Workplace injuries can happen at any time. Regenesis can help you get back on your feet quickly.
Recovery time is very expensive for businesses and individuals that are self-employed. And so businesses, we can get your employee back on the job very quickly without, 6 months off the job and enormous medical costs. These procedures are very, very cost effective.
Free yourself of joint pain with Regenesis Gold Standard Stem Cell Therapy. Call or click today to make your appointment with Dr. Charles Lee.
Whataburger now has new premium coffee. That means a brand new taste with new flavors. And it's coming in hot and iced cold. New hot and iced coffee from Whataburger, just like you like it. For the first time ever, Whataburger has iced coffee. So hey, get vanilla iced coffee with breakfast, caramel iced coffee with a snack. And for dinner, how about mocha iced coffee? Or just get plain. Nothing wrong with a classic. New iced coffee from Whataburger, just like you like it.
You're not a number or a diagnosis. You're a person with unique health needs. And you deserve a community pharmacy that provides personalized care and budget-friendly prices. We're here to help you reach your health goals so you can feel your best and keep doing what you love. Visit us and experience the difference your Community Health Mart pharmacy can make. Here, we take the time to listen and care.
Fall will be here soon, which means cooler weather and fall break. So make priceless memories in a new RV from Bankston Motorhomes. Like the new Keystone Cougar, slashed almost $45,000 off. This spacious fifth wheel Sleep 6 with 2 slides plus a trifold sofa and a 40-inch HD TV make evenings super cozy. Or enjoy the Wildwood 26 Ice on sale for $247 per month. Sleeping 8, this spacious RV has room for everyone.
The only way to go is in a Bankston Motorhome.
First Down Friday Night is sponsored by Regenesis.
Whitehead's tails.
Is custom. Oftentimes, week 0, we have plenty of Thursday matchups to attend, and that was, of course, the case this year as well, as Bob Jones took on Coleman. Let's roll the highlights. They're playing for the first time ever, and on the very first play from scrimmage, Johnston Jackson dumps it to Reese Dorsey on the screenplay. The junior wide receiver got the blocks he needs, evaded the tacklers too, racing to the end zone, 90 yards all the way to the house for a Bob Jones touchdown. The Pats lead 7-0 after they made the extra point. Bob Jones forces Coleman to punt on the next drive, and now the Pats offense is humming again. Johnston to Malachi Foster, you saw before we see the cheerleaders picking up chunk yardage, and then 4 plays later, Bob Jones airing it out again. Johnson lofting it up to Reese Dorsey again, hauls it in. No one's going to stop him. He goes all the way to the house for a touchdown. As we take a look at your final score, Bob Jones went on to win by a final of 48-12. Next week, Bob Jones is going to play Lee Huntsville, while Coleman will play Mortimer Jordan. Some more Thursday action for you. It's the AHSAA Knights visiting the Albertville Aggies. AHSAA drives all the way down the field as quarterback Drew Puccio drives it in for the touchdown and an early 7-0 lead for the Arabian Knights. Next drive for Albertville, running back Jakari Kirkland catches a pass, but here comes the AHSAA defense in the pursuit. They force the ball free, and it's Dawson Wilson jumping on the ball for the turnover. The fumble will end up being costly for the Aggies too. As you can see here, Puccio drops back, finds Landon Strickland for the touchdown. It's 14-0 at the end of the first quarter in favor of AHSAA. Now, first play of the second frame, guess what? It's another touchdown for the Knights. This time it's Luke Hudson getting the grab, extending the lead. It's 21-0. And then later in the quarter, Albertville going to drive all the way to the 1-yard line. They're hoping they can finally get on the scoreboard and punch it in. It's a scrum, and AHSAA somehow gets the ball. It's their ball going the other way, and that will put a cap on the shutout. AHSAA shutting out Albertville 35-0. Next week, AHSAA will play Cherokee County, while Albertville will face Boaz.
All right, a pair of teams that made it to the quarterfinals of Class 6A playoffs last year, squaring off last night in Gadsden, as it was Muscle Shoals taking on Gaston City. Believe it or not, first ever matchup between these two. Not for long in the first quarter, we are tied at 7. Jaquez Green goes 42 yards for a touchdown. Second half, Muscle Shoals attempts a field goal, but it's blocked and recovered by Latarian Yao, and he's going to take it all the way back. 82 yards on the blocked field goal return. Titans cut the lead of Muscle Shoals down to 14-13. Later in the third, 4th and 15, the Titans go for it. Kai Franklin catching the screen pass. Well, the screen pass over to TJ Worthy, and he's worthy of the end zone. Gadsden City up 19-14. These two teams went back and forth. Gadsden City goes on to win by a final of 33-28. Gadsden will take on Hewitt Trussville next week. We got the big one in the shows. It's Florence versus Muscle Shoals. Priceville, they came to town last night taking on Columbia, and it was all the Bulldogs. Already up 7-0, and they get another touchdown right here to punch it in to make it 14-0. Bulldogs now on top. And things just went from bad to worse for Columbia here, as the Priceville running back will take it, cut across the middle, and then he is off to the races. Touchdown, 52 yards on that one. And I'm just telling you, it was not a great night for Columbia. Let's check out your final score on this one. Priceville blows out Columbia 68-6. Next week, Columbia will take on Huffman, and Priceville will take on Brewer.
Well, a pair of brand new coaches squared off tonight in Hazel Green as the Trojans took on Huntsville. We're going to have highlights from that game and more next.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT Hand-Breaded Chicken Sandwich.
Hello, folks. This is Greg Anthony, General Manager of North Country Ford in AHSAA, Alabama.
Wait.
and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Do not forget to tell them about our competition.
Competition? Look, she thinks that the Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is going to outsell Ford this month.
Challenge accepted.
Okay, folks, this is the way that you're really going to win, because in order for me to beat her, I got to give you better prices, lower interest rates, and top dollar for your trade. 0% financing going on, and you can make a short drive to Arab, Alabama, where you can drive a little
And save a lot.
I'll see you soon.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. I want that. Amazing offers and a great selection of Ford vehicles, including America's all-time best-selling SUV, Ford Explorer. Get the deal you need on the SUV you want. Make it Ford. Make it yours. Make it now. I want that. Get 0 for 36 plus 0 down and up to $3,800 cash back plus no payments for 90 days on a 2024 Explorer.
You're not a number or a diagnosis. You're a person with unique health needs, and you deserve a community pharmacy that provides personalized care and budget-friendly prices. We're here to help you reach your health goals so you can feel your best and keep doing what you love. Visit us and experience the difference your Community Health Mart pharmacy can make. Here, we take the time to listen and care.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast. Choose a famous made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit with sausage and egg, signature gravy, or country fried steak. And now, enjoy breakfast till noon every day. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
This fall, start your weekend strong. Here we go! With Fox College Football Friday. Massive matchups. Whoa! Every Friday night, all season long, only on Fox.
Something monumental, covering all things football, is coming. GMFB Overtime. It's football for everyone.
Premieres September 2nd at 9 a.m. on Fox 54. First Down Friday Night is sponsored by your Community Health Mart Pharmacy.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's go to Hazel Green. They opened up their season tonight, taking on the Huntsville Panthers. Panthers tried the surprise onside kick, but does not work. So then, facing 3rd and long, Hazel Green quarterback Austin Barrett takes off. He stops short of the first down marker. Panthers with the ball now. They hand it off to their workhorse. Luis, Jackson, Spencer gets great yardage right here, Nick. And hey, if he's doing well, why not reward the young man once again? And he finds Paynard right here, 7-0 at that point. Let's check out your final score from up Memorial Parkway. Huntsville goes on to win by a final of 27-0 over Hazel Green. Next week, Huntsville takes on May Jemison. Hazel Green will face East Limestone.
Yeah, now down in Woodville, the North Sound Mountain Bison taking on the Woodville Panthers. The Bison got to work on the opening kickoff. Panthers, Elijah Sparks going right up the middle, but didn't get far as Nathan Wagner brings him down. The ball is out, recovered by Duncan Wilkes. That's about as tough or as exciting of a start to the season you can get, Mo. Yeah. Anyway, that sets him up for this. Landon Keller with the handoff to Alex Luna, making it look easy right through the Panther defense, in for the touchdown, falling forward. The extra point was successful, and North Sound Mountain led 7-0. Panthers aren't done yet, Woodville not done yet, but the Panthers aren't done yet after recovery and return by Caden Franklin. Bisons would get down to the goal line, and Caden Franklin with the handoff to John Williams, and he goes right into the end zone. Extra point would be no good. Bison leads 7-6. Let's take a look at your final score. I don't know if this is our final score, Mo, to be honest with you, but this is the last update we have. We were struggling to find updates in this game. If anyone can let us know, that'd be great. But at last check, North Sand Mountain was leading 7-6 over Woodville. Regardless, the Bison will take on Eider next week, while Woodville will face off with Cherokee County.
All right down the road in Gurley, the Cleveland Panthers were in town, taking on Whitesburg Christian and their head coach, Jerry Adcock.
Yes, sir.
A little over 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Warriors up 7-6. looking to score. It's Caleb Robinson gets it out to Cruz Cole, who will gain a little more yardage before he's brought down by the defense. Then Robinson will be seen coming up next, showing off that arm strength and getting it over to Brady Davis, and he will get the Warriors in striking distance. Like, they're really, really knocking on the door. And the fans, they got a lot to be excited about because, hey, the Jerry Adcock era is underway at Whitesburg.
And I'll say this, the Warrior faithful, they were always out, no matter what. Even last year, the team was struggling. Not many wins the last couple seasons. They still showed out, so they got to be excited for this.
Absolutely.
But not about that.
No, Caleb Robinson throwing an interception on the 1-yard line. That's Denver McNally coming through. So it was 7-6 going into the half. Let's check out your score update from out in the Gurley area tonight. Cleveland squeaks out a victory over Whitesburg Christian by a final of 18-16. Next week, Cleveland will take on Appalachian, while Whitesburg Christian, they've got a bye. Stay tuned. We'll wrap up First Down Friday night on the other side of the break.
First Down Friday Night is sponsored by Whataburger.
Don't be fooled by big promises from Big Wireless. It's time to say hello to simplified pricing from WOW Internet. With plans for every budget starting at just $30 a month, WOW is faster and more affordable than 5G. Plus, with WOW's Price Lock Promise, you can lock in your internet price for a few extra bucks a month. Year in, year out, same plan, same price. For a limited time, get Internet 300 for just $30 a month. Sign up today at wowway.com.
Wow. Regenesis is Alabama's premier stem cell therapy center. Dr. Casey Wardensky on the Regenesis difference.
Regenesis is the place to go if you want to save your joints, you want to have minimal downtime. If what you're doing in life is important and you don't want to be putting aside the things you love, this is the place to come to maintain your youth and to put more life in your years.
Free yourself of pain with Regenesis. Call or click today to make your appointment with Dr. Charles Lee.
Immediately after the crash, it starts. Before you even know what's happening, the truck company sends their insurance people, their crash experts, and their lawyers right to the scene. What are they up to? Shaping the story to protect their bottom line. And none of them are there for you. But we are, the minute you call. After your truck crash, call Tyler Mann Injury Law. Your on the scene big truck team. If they try to twist the facts, we know how to set them straight. Truck crash? Call 256-400-4000.
You're not a number or a diagnosis. You're a person with unique health needs, and you deserve a community pharmacy that provides personalized care and budget-friendly prices. We're here to help you reach your health goals so you can feel your best and keep doing what you love. Visit us and experience the difference your Community Health Mart pharmacy can make. Here, we take the time to listen and care.
Certainly a fun week around the Tennessee Valley. Let's start with Westminster Christian East Limestone as we begin our final block of the night. Westminster Christian leading 14-7 as Landon Jake throws the ball to Laken Wilder for a touchdown. Limestone fails to get to the extra point. It's now 14-13. Westminster's ball. Now Bryson Cumberland runs the ball out for the return kick.
That's the band. Right?
That's the band, yeah. So the good news is we got this coming up here. Look at this return by number 9. He's got some speed on him now.
He's got some wheels. He gets caught from behind.
He does.
Okay, because he can do better jobs later on in the season.
He most definitely can. I think we're going to get to a field goal here. Nope, not quite yet. It's week 0 for everyone, though. as that's a drive that gets them a little bit close to the end zone. Anyway, we're going to eventually have a field goal. It's going to make Westminster 21-13. Let's take a look at your final score, because I don't think we're going to get to that anytime soon. So Westminster Christian wins it 42-20. Coach Louis LeBlanc and the boys off to a 1-0 start. Next week, East Limestone will play Hazel Green. Westminster will play the boys from Rainsville, Plainview.
All right, we talked about it earlier, everyone. Well, we'll get to it in just a second. Decatur and Buckhorn going at it. Decatur, Buckhorn got off to a terrible start. The Bucks fumble the handoff. Decatur's Turner Wyman will recover. And guess what? The Red Raiders, they're going to find a way to capitalize as a quarterback. Zane Pointer will throw the fade route to Quaylen Hampton for a Decatur touchdown.
Oh, my.
Yes, very
good
nice
camera work there by our guy, by the way.
Absolutely. Production company coming through in
that they are.
Now, Buckhorndale, they would respond, knocking on the door. Here comes Cameron Swain going off tackle, and he just walks into the end zone right here. PAT was good, so Buckhorn's on top, 7-6, as the Buckhorn band gets down in the stands. Now the Bucks, they would extend their lead coming up. Here's Justin Sumlin throwing the swing pass to Jaden Crutcher, and Crutcher sticks his feet in the ground, not once, but twice, and then 13 says bye-bye.
Adios.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckhorn right there, extending their lead, making it 14-6, everyone. Let's check out your final score from Newmarket, as it was Buckhorn going on to take down Decatur 33-19. Up next, Decatur will take on Austin, while Buckhorn will take on Athens. Hey, we talked about Austin. Do we have that up? Okay, we'll get... Okay, Scottsboro beats Fort Payne tonight, 24-0. Fort Payne Gunnersville is next week, followed by Scottsboro and North Jackson. Now, let's get to Austin and Hartselle. We saw this game go down to not one, but two overtimes.
Oh, my goodness.
And Austin comes through. 35-34 is your final score. Next week, the River City rivalry between Austin and Decatur, while Hartselle, they'll play host to Jackson-O-Lynn. All right, let's take you down to the Tuscaloosa area now, everyone. Hillcrest Tuscaloosa taking on Florence. First big play of the drive. It'll be freshman running back for Hillcrest Tuscaloosa, Jacoby Harris, running on the right side. And, man, he's got some wheels on him. Picks up big yardage right there. That will later lead to this. Bryson Kimbrough sneaks it in for a touchdown. Two-point conversion was good. It's 8-0. Now we go to the second, and great stop right here by the Hillcrest defense. Kimbrough, or after a great stop, Kimbrough gets into the end zone, 16-0 after the two-point conversion. Florence, they would fight back, though. Carter Graves would run to the right side and get the Falcons offense going right here. And then later on in the drive, we'll see Cade Davis. He will hit Jimmy McDonald's. I guess I'm loving it right here on the out route. Wow. And Florence would eventually get a field goal out of this one, everyone. But as we check out your final score from T-Town tonight, tough outing for the Florence Falcons. They end up falling to Hillcrest Tuscaloosa 32-20. Next week, Florence will take on Muscle Shoals, while Hillcrest Tuscaloosa will be here in Madison County taking on Sparkman.
Awesome. Well, Mo, this was a lot of fun this week, Sarah, of course, but I think we got to talk about what's coming up for those viewers who will be with us next week.
Absolutely. Starting on next week, First Down Friday Night will extend from a 30-minute show to a 60-minute show. Not only will we have your high school football highlights, we'll also have college football previews. So how is Alabama preparing for Western Kentucky? How is Auburn preparing for Alabama A&M? How is UNA preparing for their first game? We'll find all that out next week on a 60-minute edition of First Down Friday Night, and that'll carry us throughout the entire season.
Yeah, this is really exciting. This is something that we're really embracing here at Fox 54. This is sort of be First Down Friday Night. We appreciate you if you've been watching it over the years, but we're really trying to improve it bigger, better, more awesome, and we hope you join us next week.
Absolutely. For Nick Kuzma and the entire crew, I'm Mo Carter. Have a great night, a great weekend. We'll see you next time.
First Down Friday Night is sponsored by Whataburger, your community health mart pharmacy, and Regenesis.